Go Fest is coming soon. Lots of Pokemon are going to be out there, but which ones are we going to go after? I'm Alex Scum, aka Cheekley, and welcome to Pokemon Go Ahead.
Oh my god! Back to back! Another shiny! Yeah! Oh my god!
I cannot believe Go Fest is this weekend, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm really excited. For those of you guys who are wondering where I'm going to be playing Pokemon Go Fest this year, I will be playing in Reno at Idlewild Park on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. I'm going to arrive around, I want to say maybe 9:30 if I can find parking, but we will be there. And then Sunday, during the raid part of Go Fest, we're going to be around the capital in Carson City. So if you guys are planning on being around those areas during those days, make sure you hit your boy up. We'll do shiny hunting together. We'll do raids. I know that Looney from Carson is going to join Chris and I during Go Fest in Carson. And then I think there's a couple people that said that they're going to be at Idlewild Park this year again. So it's going to be really exciting. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Hit the thumbs up. And make sure you hit the notification bell when another video comes out. Especially if you want to know how I did during Go Fest. We are going to go over some things during Go Fest. And just a review. And to let you know which Pokemon we're going to go after on days 1 and 2. But before we do, I have to show you something real quick because I got this off camera. We ended up getting, I nicknamed it Trade because I'm planning on trading it. We got our second shiny Darumaka. I thought I'd let you guys know. We haven't had another shiny ever since, unless we get shiny Meryl, which is not shiny. But anyway, let's talk about day 1 and just review everything by habitual hour. I just want to point out that the first thing you guys need to do is go to the Pokemon Go app, go in the shop, and buy the ticket. Listen to me. This is the 5th anniversary of Pokemon Go and the 25th anniversary of Pokemon. So they reduced the price ticket for from $15 to $5. That's the first reason. Number 2, there's going to be a lot of stuff you're going to be getting. And there's going to be some exclusive shinies and some bonuses and extra stuff, especially on day 2, which you better want to think about getting. So if you did buy a ticket, you're gonna get some exclusive Pokemon in Incense. So if I list out Pokemon from Incense, that's just for ticket holders only. If I say which Pokemon's gonna be in the wild, that is literally for everybody. So I just wanted to clarify that. But for this event, you are going to get global arena challenges if you do get the ticket. If you do unlock or complete certain global arena tasks, you will then unlock ultra unlocks throughout the rest of July and August. I just wanted to highlight that. So there's a lot more, but that's the good stuff. And this is for everybody throughout the entire weekend. Even the day before Go Fest, you get up to 6 special trades per day, meaning that you can get a total of 18 special trades. So if you have those mirror trades, lucky trades, shiny special trades, whatever they are, take advantage and communicate with your friends and just figure out some times to trade. And yes, this could be before and after each day of Go Fest. This is only coming until 11 p.m. on Sunday. So you have lots of time in between. I want to talk about day 1 first, which is the spawns and for each hour. The first thing I'm going to list out is everything that's going to be happening during the entire day, all 8 hours. If you guys are playing, whether you have a ticket or not, you're going to get Pokemon like Kricketot, Whismur, Timepole, Chimecho, Audino, all those Pokemon. Do note that there's going to be new shinies. Whismur, Chimecho, Timepole, and Audino will all be shiny throughout the entire day. So take advantage and catch those shinies, or find those shinies if you can. If you guys are going to be using tickets and you have Incense, you guys can get the following Pokemon. You will get Unknown, F, and G. They're going to be shiny. And then we're going to go over each of the hours, but the new shinies are going to be Sock and Throw. So if you have tickets and you drop an Incense, those are the Pokemon that will be spawning, and if you're lucky, you may get shiny. So let's start off with the Jungle Hour. And do note that when I'm going over every single hour, these may add in more Pokemon in the wild. You just never know. But what we know about so far is Scyther, Aipom, and Froakie are going to be in the wild during the Jungle Hour. Now, if you guys want to get some XL candy for Scyther, I would definitely recommend getting some XL candy because in the near future, you may get Mega Scizor when it comes out. Honestly, when it comes to the shinies, I'm not really in love with it. I may not go for it since I already have like 5 shiny Scyther. So we're not going to go too hardcore on it, but if we need to get some XL, we can. And although it's a rare Pokemon now, I feel like it's going to come back. And then, of course, we have Scizor. So if you do need XL candy, that's one of them. We're going to leave Aipom alone. Unless you need the shiny, then we're going to leave it alone. I'm going to catch every single Froakie. I'm going to catch Froakie because although we don't have a community day or any kind of special event, I have been seeing a couple Froakie around, but I just want to catch a lot of Froakie for the XL candy. So when we have a Hundo or a really nice shiny Froakie evolving into Greninja Alway with an exclusive move, I'll be prepared. Do note that in every single hour, you are going to encounter unknowns F and G. And again, if you are lucky, you may get a shiny unknown. Unknown F is going to be the new shiny, and Unknown G was introduced as a shiny last Go Fest. So if you didn't get a shiny Unknown G last year, this is your chance, because a lot of people got the O. So we get an F, but like the good F. Wow, that's starting to turn into an innuendo. Out of the other Pokemon that'll be out in an incense, I would definitely go after Chatot because that is a regional exclusive. And then over here we have Leafeon, Ludicolo, and Serperior. I would not go after Serperior. Yes, you can get XL candy, but we did have Snivy Community Day, so we got plenty of XL candy for that. And I think we got extra after powering up to level 50. So, and honestly, I don't really need any more Serperior. Leafeon, you're guaranteed 1 XL, and Ludicolo, 2 extra XL candy per catch, but honestly, I don't see myself using those Pokemon at all, so I'm mainly focusing on the unknowns, Chatot, the Froakie, and maybe Scyther. Next up, we have the Desert Mountain Hour. Now, this is going to be the 2nd and the 6th hours of this event. For the wild, we have Skarmory, we have Shieldon, and we have Hippopotas. Now, depending on your preference, if you need any of these Pokemon for PvP, I would recommend getting a lot of Shieldon to get Bastiodon for the Ultra League. People like Skarmory. Listen, I personally am sick and tired of Skarmory. I have like 13 shiny Skarmory, and I don't see myself getting another one. So I'm going to try to avoid all Skarmory just so I can have the shiny luck for everything else, especially since we have Hippopotas right here. I'm pretty sure that's the shiny that everyone's going to go after. And then we have the Desert Mountain Habitat Incense. Again, unknowns. We don't need to mention about those. There's 2 that we're going to be capturing aside from the unknown, and they're going to be Tyranitar and Throh. Like I mentioned earlier, Throh is going to be one of the new shinies during this event, so if you do have a ticket, you will be able to get a shiny, but only if you drop an incense. You may encounter a shiny Throh, otherwise you'll get Throh. And for those of you guys that are in certain parts of the world, this is, in fact, a regional exclusive. I mean, we have Throh here, but it'd be nice to get a shiny. And then we have Tyranitar, and there's many reasons why you guys should definitely go after this one. Reason number 1, usually you get T-Tar from raids. I mean, this is like up for grabs, bro. You also get guaranteed XL candy, 2, as a matter of fact, because it's a 3rd stage evolution. And number 3, this is going to have a Mega Evolution in the near future, so I would recommend going after Tyranitar. Now, the reason why I'm excluding Flygon is because it's not going to learn Earth Power when you catch it. I mean, you're better off evolving your best Trapinch all the way to Flygon with Earth Power, or just get an Elite Charge TM if you have that. The 3rd hour is going to be Ocean and Beach. Now, all these are going to be shiny that's going to be in the wild. You have Dratini, Swablu, and Alamala. Out of the 3, we're definitely going hardcore on Alamala. It's a rare shiny, and I would rather find it in the wild than do raids and hatch eggs. Like, it was a pain in the butt to do the tier 3 raids for Alamala and not get a shiny, and then the research and not get a shiny. I could just try to get in the wild during Go Fest, where there's a huge shiny boost. And then Dratini, I already got a couple shinies, outside of Community Day. Recently, the Luminous event, but it wouldn't hurt. If you guys need XL candy for Dragon Knights. If you're doing PvP, that'd be great. If you also need to get a Platinum Medal for Dragon types, this Dragon type is mostly the most common one, and I think we may see those. Swablu, I'm not even gonna bother touching it. Oh, that was a terrible community day. Can we talk about that for a second? Probably not, because we have more to talk about. From the Incense, the Ocean Beach Habitat Hour, if you have a ticket, Gyarados is going to be out there. Not only that it can be shiny, it's a rare one. You can also get some XL candy if you want to get it to level 50. And, of course, if you need a good Gyarados to Mega Evolve, there you go. It's already out, so you could definitely get some Mega Energy if possible. I don't think... No, it's Mega Gengar. I was going to say it's in raids, but it's Mega Gengar instead. But the main one that we're going to be going after is like what I said earlier with the regional exclusives being shiny. We have Shiny Sock. Yes, this is the one. Let me tell you a story. I actually got Sock on the first day that it came out when I was in New York from a glitch. So I already have the Pokédex entry for it. So now we're going to get more Sock and we are going to see if we can get a shiny. I love it. And again, we have unknowns. Unless you are interested in the Great Battle League, definitely go after a Azumarill. Otherwise, there's no point of getting Vaporeon or Azumarill. And finally, we have the Cave Habitat Hour. This is like the hour, and here's why. The wild spawns. We have Roggenrola, Galarian Stunfisk, and Dino. We have a good variety of Pokemon in the wild, whether you are shiny hunting, PvP, or whatever it is. Some of you guys may not have a shiny Roggenrola. I got 2 shinies, so it wouldn't hurt to go after another shiny. It also evolves into Gigalith, which is one of the best rock-type attackers, and I use Gigalith a lot, so definitely get a Gigalith by catching a lot of Roggenrola. And if you're lucky, you may get a shiny Galarian Stunfisk if you guys are interested in PvP. Also, it's not going to be in 7KX. It's just going to be in the wild, which is fantastic. And then we have Dino, which is like the main focus of GoFest on day 1, because not only that it's going to be in Tier 1 raids, it's pretty much the Gibble of this year's GoFest, pretty much. And its shiny is stupid rare. And thank God that we're not having the same thing like we had with the Dragon Week during the Ultra Unlock last year. That was a catastrophe. So, this is a chance for people to get Shiny Dino before an announcement for Dino Community Day, because 2022, they're going to announce it. Watch. They're going to do it. And finally, we have spawns from the Incense. Again, we have Unknown. I would definitely say, unless you guys are into PvP, there's Galvantula and Umbreon, but I'm really not interested in those. We have Absol, which I already have a shiny from a trade, but I'm definitely going to go after this one. I haven't done any Absol raids, and I'm glad this one's going to be in the wild. So we're definitely going to be focusing on getting shiny Absol in the wild from an Incense. And then we have Gardevoir. Now, I would definitely go after Gardevoir because you have to get some XL candy. That's right. XL candy for Ralts, and I would also make sure you power up your best Gallade and Gardevoir, because in the near future there are going to be Mega Gallade and Mega Gardevoir making their debut in some point in the near future. So if you catch a lot of Gardevoir, you're definitely going to stack up on Ralts candy and XL candy a lot quicker, since it is a final stage evolution. And yeah. It may not be shiny in the wild, and it may not learn Secret Noise, but I would definitely go after Gardevoir if you guys want to get a heads up before the Megas are making their debut. Now, I want to talk about why you should also buy a ticket, especially for day 2. Guys, you get a total of 21 raid passes, 11 of them being remotes, and 10 of them being free. So if you spin Pokestops, you'll definitely get up to 10, and if you guys get the free bundle, you definitely will get that. And then there's going to be a special research that will feature 8 remote raid passes for you. So definitely take advantage of that if you want to be invited around. And then for me, I get to open up the research breakthrough on Sunday. So I get an extra remote raid pass right there. And then I'm obviously going to stack up coins on more remote raid passes or any other raid passes. The reason why Chris and I are going to Carson, we could definitely see up to 25 raids in one spot. So that's going to be really great. Now, let's go over each of the legendaries per hour, starting with the Wind Hour. The following legendaries will be in the raid hour during win hour from 10, 11, and then 2 from 3. We have Mewtwo, Ho-Oh, Latios, Regigigas, Giratina Alter Form, Cresselia, Virizion, and the Therian form of Tornadus. Note that everything except Tornadus can be shiny during this hour. If it was Incarnate instead of Therian, all 9 would be shiny. So there's a pretty good options, lots of shiny potentials. We recently had Regigigas, so I doubt people are going to raid after that, unless you don't have the shiny. We are definitely going after Mewtwo. This is the most popular legendary. It's going to be in raids the day before, but it's also going to be in raids until the 23rd before Ultra unlocks. But regardless, I'm still going after a lot of Mewtwo because we need XL candy, and I also want another shiny just because I got a shiny from a research, but I never got a shiny from a raid, and I won like a really good IV. I think I got a 96 or 98, but I would definitely love a hundo. And if I do get XL Candy, then it'll be a lot easier to power up my best Mewtwo to level 50 when we get Mega Mewtwo X or Y. Speaking of Mega Evolutions, if you guys would consider going after Latios and Latias, I mean, I'm personally not going to because Mewtwo is like the main focus because he's the best of the best. But Latios and Latias also have Mega Evolutions, so just wanted to throw it out there. If you need some XL Candy for those guys, you could definitely go after that. Ho-Oh, I already have shinies. I remember that throwback in 2018 when I got a shiny in Reno. But I would love to get another one just so that I could relive the hype. And then we have Giratina. This is the one that I'm also going to raid for because out of all the legendaries, we don't have a shiny yet. I know, I got like 5 origin forms of Giratina in the shiny form, but not the altered form. So we need to focus on those raids. And I think people are going after this one too because of the XL candy if they want to power up their origin forms for raids or PvP. Cresselia, Virizion, and Tornadus, I wouldn't bother, especially Virizion. Like, just don't bother. I mean, unless you need a shiny, go for it, but I would not advise. Next up, we have the Lava Hour from 11 to 12, and again from 3 to 4. Speaking of Lava Hour, dude, I'm cracking my windows down, and it is so hot. It makes me so worried about this weekend because it's gonna be hot. But anyway, we're gonna be in the heat during this hot hour. Okay, anyway, there's Moltres, Entei, Regirock, Groudon, Heatran, Terrakion, Reshiram, Therian form of Landorus, and Yveltal. The first 6 that I've listed are going to be shiny, and the last 3 that I did mention will not. But there's people that want to raid for Reshiram, and I mean, if you need a Reshiram, definitely go after it. It's one of the best fire attackers in the game. You also have really great shiny potentials. Like, literally, the only 2 that I'm going to be going after are personally Groudon and Entei. I got shinies from trades, and I would definitely like to go after the shinies. So, shiny Entei looks great, and I got that from Chris. And I think I also got shiny Groudon from Chris. So, I'm definitely going to be rating for those 2 for the shinies. I got a lot of shiny Heatran and Moltres, and I'm annoyed with Regirock and Terrakion, so I'm going to leave those guys alone. And we recently had Yveltal, so I'm not going to go after that unless it has a shiny. Anyway, that's my preference. Just pick the shinies you want, or if you just missed out on Yveltal, go after that. We then have the Frost Hour. This is going to be from, I want to say, 12 to 1, and then again from 4 to 5. Here are the following legendaries. We have Articuno, Suicune, Lugia, Regice, Kyogre, Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf, Palkia, and Kyurem. Let's get one thing out of the way. If you have friends that are international, make sure that you guys send each other invites for these regional legendaries, which are Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf. They're not going to be global for everyone, but they will be in their respectful regions. So if you have friends from like Australia or parts of Asia or Europe, definitely hit them up. Or if you are outside of America, definitely hit somebody from America for the Azelf raids. I'm going to ask for some of my international friends if they need Azelf raids. But otherwise, I'm going after Suicune, Lugia, and Kyogre. I mean, I have all the shinies, but I did get Suicune from a trade, and I want to get my own shiny. And although I got a few Kyogres and Lugias, dude, I definitely want to get a Shundo Kyogre, especially since I got a 98% IV Kyogre. That was the highlight when that came out the first time. Lugia, first shiny ever in the legendary raids. You know, we got to go after it. I think I need more than one shiny Lugia. If you guys want Palkia, I would advise not to bother, because I'm pretty sure Palkia may be featured during Ultra Unlock, and I think its shiny is going to be out. So unless we get some announcement, I would definitely not bother getting Palkia, and I would save those raid passes for what you definitely need. Next up, we have Kyurem. That's not going to be shiny, so we're not going to bother. Regice and Articuno, I personally am done with those raids. We recently had Regice, so I'm not going to bother, and I got so many shiny Articuno that I don't really need to get another one. So, overall, Kyogre, Suicune, and Lugia, those are the raids I'm going after for sure. Last but not least, we have the Thunder Hour. This is going to be the 4th and the last hour of the day. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not going to raid a lot during this hour unless there is a lot of Rayquaza. I know. Listen, Rayquaza has a Mega Evolution, and it may come out in the near future. I want to get the Hundo. I also want the Shundo. I got like 5 to 6 shiny Rayquaza, and I want to get a Shundo. So we're going to go hardcore on that one. And then, if we don't have a lot of raids, I guess I'll be okay getting another Raikou raid, although I got 1 shiny from a raid. Registeel and Zapdos, I would not go after. Cobalion, heck no. If you guys need Zekrom, I would advise to do it. I personally got a Hundo. Actually, do I have 2? No, it's just 1 Hundo Zekrom that I have, so personally, unless it has a shiny, I'm not going to raid after it, because I have the Hundo. I'm all clean on that one. Therian, Thundurus, and Xerneas. Xerneas is not the best fairy type attacker, which is sad because Xerneas is a cool looking Pokemon. But anyway, everyone's going to go after Rayquaza. And then like I said about Palkia, I would not advise going after Dialga unless you need to. But personally for me, I'm going to raid after Dialga because I felt like I didn't do enough Palkia and Dialga raids. But I would love to get Dialga over Palkia because I feel like this is the best dragon type, considering that it's also a steel type. And it would be pretty beneficial throughout the entire day to get a really good Dialga and then just use it in raids for the other days. So I would say Rayquaza, Dialga, and maybe Raikou. Maybe Raikou. I may change my mind about that. But you guys decide which legendaries you want to do and then figure out what teams you're going to have. Don't be too on board with which ones you're going to go after and then like which counters you're going to use. Don't worry about counters because you're going to be raiding a lot and it's going to go by quickly throughout the entire day. And I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be in raids. Like with Chris and I and possibly Looney, if we all invite a lot of people, it's enough to knock it down in like 2 minutes, maybe less, probably a minute. If it's in a Zelf, which I don't think we're going to do. But anyway, guys, that is it for day 2. Alrighty, so those are the Pokemon that I'm going to go after. Let me know in the comments below, what are you going after? And make sure you get a ticket if you haven't yet. You have like until Saturday till GoFest. So if you have not gotten yourself a lot of Pokeballs or item storage, then you guys got to get working. Alright, so I will see you guys in the next episode where we will be in GoFest. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.